clearly so important, and as we've heard in the beautiful words just now, it represents a key principle which is vital for the peace and the prosperity of humanity. And the principle that you have been furthering through the programme is very much in harmony with the principles which drive the Commonwealth, which is a free association of 53 independent and sovereign member states who, of their own free will, decide to cooperate with one another to make the world a better place for their own citizens and for the wider international community. And every 2 years, the Prime Ministers of the Commonwealth countries meet together, and the last time they met was in London in April last year. And they made some very ambitious commitments last year, and we are in the process now, before the next meeting of the Prime Ministers, of ensuring that those commitments are actually fulfilled. And those are commitments about security, about prosperity, about fairness, and about sustainability. And you can hear in those four themes echoes of what you have just been hearing about the principles which I AIBIZ has been promoting. And to give you some examples of the specific things which the Commonwealth is doing under those four headings. On security, they have a programme to counter violent extremism. That, of course, is tied in very closely with the whole idea of interfaith harmony. They also have a programme about cyber security, cyber being the sort of new frontier where much harm can be done, but where also much good can be done if we cooperate together well. They are also working to counter human trafficking, child labour, the exploitation, the sexual exploitation of children on the internet. And those are just some examples of what they are doing to make the world more secure. As I said, they're also making the world more prosperous through taking various steps to make it easier for Commonwealth countries to trade with one another and to invest in each other. And of course, prosperity helps to reinforce security, and it also helps to reinforce fairness. And one of the big things that they are doing towards fairness is to try to meet the very ambitious target that by the year 2030, every single child in the Commonwealth should have 12 years of quality education. And during the current 2-year period, the British government in particular is contributing a large amount of money and effort in 9 Commonwealth countries to try to ensure specifically that girls have 12 years of quality education in those countries. They are also trying to promote fairness, for example, by encouraging new and clear benchmarks for the way in which democratic legislatures, parliaments, the way in which they should operate. And finally, they're trying to make the world more sustainable, among other things, by making some very ambitious commitments and fulfilling those commitments in relation to the oceans. They issued last April something called the Blue Charter, which is about how we are going to ensure that we keep our oceans sustainable, our oceans which are so important to our prosperity and to our well-being and to our security. Now, through all those areas, one theme, which I think is important for you, one theme which is prevalent throughout, is the theme of youth. 60% of the population of the Commonwealth is under 30 years old, and everything that we do, we think about in terms of its value for youth. Youth, which of course is going to possess the future. So what we do now to shape the future is most important of all to youth. And there was, at the meeting in London last April, there was a big youth forum with 400 representatives of youth from all across the Commonwealth's 53 countries, the 1.4 billion members of the Commonwealth who are youth. And Prince Harry has been named by Her Majesty the Queen, who is the head of the Commonwealth. He has been named the Commonwealth's Youth Ambassador, and he is now doing many things to try to promote the interests of youth in the Commonwealth, including the importance of rewarding employment for youth in the Commonwealth, the importance of study and scholarship, so not only the 12 years of quality education, but also an expanding scholarship scheme for youth in the Commonwealth to study in one another's countries, and thereby not only to improve themselves, but to improve each other and to spread knowledge and partnership and friendship across the Commonwealth. And it's not all about what the Commonwealth can do for youth, it's at least as much about what the youth can do for the Commonwealth. And Her Majesty the Queen, as head of the Commonwealth for the last 3 or 4 years, has had a scheme called the Queen's Young Leaders Scheme. And that has involved recognising the work of outstanding youth leaders across the Commonwealth and holding them up as examples to the rest of youth in the Commonwealth about what they can do, that youth can transform societies. And Neha, who is, I think, the founder of Rubaroo, the organisation that has run this programme, she was named as one of the Queen's young leaders, and that is the kind of example which the Commonwealth wants to promote and to hold up and to encourage people to follow. So many congratulations again on this programme. I'm sure that it will not end here, that it will be the beginning of more work, and you will be building up here the kind of community and the kind of world which the Commonwealth at an international level exemplifies. Thank you very much.